here's the breakdown. So on Transformation Talk Time, it's really a chance for me to get to know you, get to know your business, some of your goals, some of your pain points. Okay, first off, thank you for believing in yourself and investing in your confidence and taking the survey. How was the survey?
It was good. It was informative.
It was informative. Okay. Did you feel like there were any trick questions in there?
No, not really. Maybe because Bunny's my mentor and I really listen to what she has to say. So to me, there was no trick questions.
Okay, cool. Well, here's the breakdown. So on Transformation Talk Time, it's really a chance for me to get to know you, get to know your business, some of your goals, some of your pain points. And the beauty of the survey is I have a segment called the Confidence Audit where I bring you on and we literally go over your score. We break it down and really dig in deep as to what the survey means and what your responses say about your business and things of that nature. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Awesome. Okay. I'm excited because you're the first person, that I'm doing this audit thing with. And I'm really excited because what I found is a lot of us don't really see the concept, sorry, buy into the concept of measuring our confidence. So let's get to why decided to take the survey. Do you already have a business? Is this your first business? What do you come to the table with?
So I am I am learning about digital marketing, and right now
Okay.
I feel like I am all over the place. I'm not lying. I feel like I'm all over the place because I've made a cookbook. I've got a couple of ebooks. One's a holiday cookbook, another's a smoothie ebook, and I'm working on a healthy ebook because after the holidays, which I want to start pushing here after Thanksgiving, I want to start pushing my smoothie ebook and healthy eating ebooks out so that people, because after the holidays, everybody's like, oh, I put on so much weight. And what I have found throughout my years is that you can eat all you want as long as you do healthy eating before, you know, like,
Hmm.
and I'm guilty of doing what everybody does too. I am not perfect by no means. I just have some knowledge because I've always have tried to maintain and lose my weight. So I've always bounced, and I finally figured out the biggest issue that we have. We always say, oh, I have 10 pounds to lose. I have 15 pounds to lose. I have 5 pounds to lose. It's not that we have that to lose or I put that back on. It's not that. It's that we took it off and then we just slacked off and we went back to our old habits. We can't do that. So my goal is to start teaching people this. And I figure that by doing my smoothie ebook, that's a detox ebook, and talking about eating healthy and how to exercise. And don't, I'm not a big exercise person, but I do know a little bit because I've been trying to lose the last 10 pounds for 32 years.
Oh man.
I lose it, I gain it, I gain it. So that's why I say we're all guilty of it. So it's not that if we would just stick with what we're taught, we wouldn't be here. And that's what I've noticed because I had 20 pounds that I had to lose. I am down to my last 15 pounds. And I've been maintaining these 5 pounds off for the last 4 or 5 months. So now that I know that I can do that, it's time for me to get serious. And I figured if I can get serious and I can show people how to do this while being serious, they'll understand and they can always come back and find me and see because I'm not going to go back to my old habits.
Okay.
I've had a lot of good teachers teach me about healthy eating, about detoxing, and I still follow these. I still follow them. They have no idea that they are my mentors. I don't pay for them to mentor me. I've never even inquired if they're mentoring, but I do follow them and I do take their advice. So with that, I'm working at getting this. This is something that I want, and not only I want, but I need. I need to not only prove to myself that I can do this, but I need to help other people and show other people that they can do it as well.
All right, so some things that I heard, I'm just gonna write down really quick to make sure we're on the same page. Do me a favor and run through those ebooks again. I know you mentioned the cooking ebook,
I have a cooking ebook. It's a holiday cooking ebook. I have,
a smoothie detox.
and I am working on my healthy eating ebook.
Your favorite color?
My favorite colors, blues,
What shade of blue?
like a turquoise blue.
Favorite number?
Favorite number? God, I've never even thought about that.
I tell you what, let's do like this. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
9.
Awesome. We're just gonna go with 9. How many children do you have?
I have a set of twin girls.
So that'd be 2.
Yes.
Cooking, smoothie, health. Oh, you mentioned earlier that there was this up and down of 10 pounds, and then you said you're currently looking to lose how much? 20 pounds?
So I've always dabbled with losing 10. And then after I lost the 10, somehow I ended up where I had to lose 20 pounds. So
Oh,
right now
wow.
I'm trying to lose 15, the 15 of my 20. Because the one thing is that when you lose weight and you gain weight, a lot of times, and just do a little research, you'll find out a lot of people gain more weight back. Sometimes they'll only gain 5 pounds more. Sometimes it'll be double their weight that they lost.
Cool, good to know. All right. So competency wise, do you have a background in specializing in weight loss, or is it more personal? Are you coming from a career background? Have you always been a business owner?
It's personal. And no, I haven't always been a business owner.
Okay. What is your career background?
I come from the mortgage background and police department.
What branch or advancement did you get with the police department?
I was a detective in the police department.
Okay. How many years? If you
I
don't
did,
mind me asking.
I did 13 years and was medically retired due to an injury.
And in the mortgage space, is that 5 years, 10 years, all your life?
Mortgage has been, I've got 20 plus years in mortgage
I guess with a company?
with a couple of different companies.
As a detective, was it desk work?
Field duty.
Okay. So you dangerous.
I can be.
The next elephant in the room is this thing right here. You have exposed your ability to put in hard work. Cool. So we like that. Now, here's the fun part. All right. Did you play with dolls and Cinderellas and dream houses and all that when you were younger?
No. I had brothers. I didn't have sisters.
Oh man, okay. So what was y'all playing with?
What was that?
I said, what was childhood like? What kind of toys were y'all playing with?
We played cowboys and Indians, cops and robbers. And then as I got older, I became the babysitter for not only my siblings, but for all my cousins.
Wow. So you have been in this caretaker role for a while. When you put
Yes.
lifetime.
Yeah.
Now, okay. I've experienced my season in life where I had to realize that the family depends on me for these things, whether I want to admit it or not. How are you knowing that you're the one with the superpowers in the family in terms of caregiving? How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel good, but at the same time, sometimes I feel sad because I don't feel that I'm appreciated.
Okay. So I brought up childhood because whether it's cowboys and Indians, cops and robbers, there's an exercise of, I won't say manifestation, but visualization, fantasy, being able to picture things in your head and play out whether it's cowboys and Indians or cops and robbers. So with that being said, I want to now get an idea of the transformation you will want for yourself, knowing that you have the cooking ebook for holidays, the smoothie detox, the healthy eating ebook, this vast personal firsthand knowledge on weight loss and weight gain. In a perfect world, how much money are you making per month? And then what changes in life? So first things first, perfect world, how much money you're making per month? And then what's the big picture with these things happening in your life?
So right now I don't have an income and I haven't made much money. So my goal is to be able to put this all into play and to make, my goal would be to make 4 to 5 grand a month.
Now, in a perfect world, how much money do you want to make per month? The real amount of money, not how much you
The,
need.
the real amount of money that I would like to make
Yes,
would be
that's the
10,
question.
10 to 15 grand a month.
Are you sure?
You need to understand, I've never even made
That's not
four
what I
to
asked you.
five grand.
That's not what I asked you. What I asked you, let's paint the picture.
Okay.
This amount of money is something that you want to tell people, but you don't feel comfortable telling them. But to yourself in the house, you are walking around explosive, you're laughing, giggling, I'm saying, doing all the things. You're bubbly because you're making this amount of money, and for once, you feel more in control. So I'm asking for that number, not necessities, not what I've done previously, not my job has paid me this much. I'm simply saying, I'm asking you, right? In the same, go play a game. Same vein of cowboys and Indians, cops and robbers. You know what I'm saying? Let's imagine in a perfect world, any amount of money you want to make per month. What's that number?
I would say 60,000 a month.
Yes. Woo! There she go. Okay. We get it somewhere. I'm gonna do me a little dance. Yeah. Woo! That was, man. How do you feel?
I feel good. You can tell
Jeez, that
Bunny
was
how
like
hard
pulling
of a
teeth.
person I am.
You said what?
I said, you can tell Bunny how hard I am on myself.
Man, okay. Now, I want to commend you because you have just made progress. Wow. Don't feel bad. Everyone has the same push and pull fight with me, but we get it going, and we got to get it out. So 6K a month, perfect. Now, the reason why I do that, well, at first it was really just to see where you were mentally, physically, in the manifesting space and or right day to day and overhead. Second,
Mhm.
most people suggest the same amount of money they've made per year. I'm wise. I'm not all knowing. You know, you got God for that one. But what I found is you probably made 60K a year before.
Yes.
Boom. So the question now becomes, why is it the money I've made in a year is really the money I want to make in a month? And then why haven't I even thought of that? So as I tell everybody, sometimes it takes a guy with orange hair to kind of just highlight this. Now with that being said, what I want to identify is this. If we want to get to the goal of 45K per month, let's just say for the sake of my illustration, let's say taxes included, fees, things you didn't see, any kind of catching up you want to do. Let's say 6K a month is a good, it's a good realistic expectation. Well, the reason why this number, 60K a month, is so important is because if we focus on this, we get this automatically. So I lean into this with people because when I was hungry and I didn't have any money, I went and got a job where I got paid to serve food, satisfy my hunger, and to put money in my pocket, right?
Yeah.
When I needed a car to get to work, I just found a job that I could catch the bus to, or I could walk to, or ride a bike, right? Okay, bet.
Mhm.
So now I don't need a car, but I still hit these marks by being positioned in the proper way. So what am I saying? I'm simply saying if there's this idea of the number 9, because you don't have a favorite number just yet, you feel me? We can
Mhm.
say favorite number 60,000. That's cool. You feel me? But with the understanding that we have the cooking ebook, the smoothie detox, the healthy eating ebook, for me, what I see if I'm looking at these two, I'm looking at milestones, things that is like, bro, hey, stranger, I just want to make some money. You feel me? While I'm doing these things in life, I understand. But what I know to be true as well, we have to stretch the mind so that the things that we want, sorry, things that we need, is wrapped up in the things that we want. So right now, I just want to stretch your mind just a bit, and then I'll tie all this together. $60,000 a month to be 20K on the cooking ebook, 20K on the smoothie, 20K on the healthy eating ebook. The goal is 6K though. So realistically, what needs to be the focus even if we were just to say 9 plus 2 equals 11, if the focus for the next 11 months is to make this happen, what I know to be true about those same 11 months is we hit this goal. So first things first, it's not that you're all over the place. It's just we have to get you aligned with what makes sense for what's on your plate. You feel me? So with my mom, when she's in a rush or whatever the case is, I got to make sure my grandmama got food and it's heated. But I'm also cautious of the different portions. We're going somewhere. If that much is true, then we now have to say 20K a piece. Okay, cool, that's fabulous. But really, I could do 2K for each of these and I hit my goal. Now, the question I want to ask you is, when it comes to the person that's buying these things, would these people be the person that's likely to buy all three, or each ebook has a different audience?
The smoothie and the healthy eating, I believe, would go together. The holiday one, it can fit in, but it's kind of off on its own.
All right, so here's a more direct question. Have you sold a product or service before?
Yes.
Okay, what did you sell?
Well, I've sold my holiday cooking, my holiday ebook. I sold that a couple of times. I used to do Herbalife. I did a Life Start. I did a lot of weight loss products.
You have everything you need to win. Do you acknowledge that?
Yes.
That's good. Truly.